Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Second-year man, that's Ramondre Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing, Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here comes Reed.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Prescott. He's got a man, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, Prescott.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great effort there. With touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. Finding room at midfield. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller, because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the 4th-year running back. This is Devin Singletary. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the counter, it's Stevenson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Jones. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got this. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 65 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? Prescott off play action. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Second and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Second and 5 now. Jones. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Jones now throwing on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to launch this deep for Watson, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On play action, Prescott. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To the air again, Prescott. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
The Packers had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they moved back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
A second down throw for Prescott. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Well, let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop bouncing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. action now. Prescott.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. They'll complete this one to Watson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And again, it's Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back
To throw, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw, Jones. And this is caught. It's Parker. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On second down, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. To throw is Prescott. His throw incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers.
The
Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, magical spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Jones on 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's going to have the Packers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
In motion comes the tight end left. They'll throw again. Prescott. Throw left side is complete to Reed. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Patriots 17.
The Packers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this one complete to Reed. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 37. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers.
I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Now Crosby for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run once more with Stevenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5 now. Jones
hitting Juju on the slant. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
from the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Throwing, Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Prescott off play action.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How did that not connect? That's one of the rare deep balls he hasn't hit so far. 5 touchdowns already, and you see he's still airing it out. I wonder if he's getting run plays that are sent in, and he's switching them to deep passes.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Here's Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A big play there. 45 yards.
And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Now Jones.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Stevenson gets it again on second down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Green Bay, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for New